Hello everyone, I'm Sean. Alright, and this is Everyday Food Reviews. Today I've got a couple of energy drinks that are nothing too exciting, but I'm interested to try them. We've got Zenergy Original and Bomba, I'm not sure, I think it's Polish, so no, Hungarian, sorry. I'm not sure how that would be pronounced natively, but yeah, we got these two. So I'm anticipating they're both just going to be cheap tasting original energy drinks. This Bomba only has 15 milligrams of caffeine per 100 ml. It does say tutti frutti flavour, I think, although none of this is actually in English, but the Romanian translation says Tratata turmic su gust di tutti frutti. Yeah, not a lot of caffeine. 34 calories per 100 mil, 7.7 grams of sugar. But this one I picked up in Jay's shop in the Dingle. I think it's called Moe's. It's Moe's something, Moe's News and Food or Convenience or something. I only remember that it's Moe's, and I thought that was funny because we know it as Jay's shop. But yeah, this one also says Tutti Frutti. I think I said in a previous video, it was the Hell video, that a lot of energy drinks, instead of like saying original energy drink flavour, they'll call it Tutti Frutti. 32 milligrams of caffeine per 100. This one is packed for Go Local. So we'll probably be seeing that in a few places around the UK. 29p price mark, which was the most interesting thing about it, because Emerge is getting up to 39, 40 something pence price marks. This one we got in the Eastern European shop. This was 59p. But yeah, I'm interested. I think this might taste of something different with it only having half the caffeine and having sort of 3/4 the amount. The sugar's sitting in between the half sugar ones and the regular sugar ones. But we'll try this first, get this out of the way. And I would like to thank everyone who commented on one of the previous energy drink videos where I said, we've had comments saying, oh, we don't care about these, and I said we're going to carry on doing them anyway. Everyone who commented on the last one was happy to see it and encouraged me to carry on. I'd like to say I'd carry on without the encouragement, but so in that regard, it's made no difference to these videos coming out. But then on the other hand, it's really encouraging. The encouragement's encouraging. It's really nice to see, and I'm glad that these videos are enjoyed by people, even if they're not useful in terms of buying decisions or anything. If people enjoy them, find them remotely entertaining, or even I wouldn't even mind if people just watched the videos and made fun of them and said, like, look at this guy taking energy drinks too seriously or whatever. Like, as long as people are having fun, I don't mind. I can take a joke. I can see the weird side of what we're doing here, but I enjoy doing it, so it's fine. Yeah, smells like an original energy drink, looks like one. Cheers. Tastes like one. It's pretty clean, actually. It's pretty clean. 4.3 grams of sugar. Doesn't taste sticky. I still wouldn't say it's quite as clean as Kong Strong from Lidl, and it's a few pence more expensive. But if you're looking for something in the fridge in a local shop and you see that for 29p, and you think, is that going to be as good as Boost or Emerge? I'd say, yeah, it is. Just go for that. Save yourself 20 or 30p or whatever. It's fine. There's some that we've had that have been really cheap and they've just been unpleasant. This one's fine. I'd pick that up again. Say if I went to a shop and all they had was Monster Mango Loco, which I'm not a massive fan of, or they had Original Boost, Original Emerge, or Relentless, and there was nothing I really fancied, but I needed caffeine, I'd pick that up for 29p. Boost for 59 is a harder sell. I'd probably pick up a Relentless for 99 or £1 instead, unless they had the cherry boost. But you know, something cold with caffeine in, that's fine. This one, 59p and half the amount of caffeine and 3/4 of the regular sugar. See how this is. I'm guessing it's Hungarian because the first language on the list of languages I think is Hungarian, and then there's Romanian, and then there's SK. I don't know if Bomba energy drink, Budapest. So yeah, but looks like an original energy drink. Doesn't smell of much at all, to be honest. I'll taste it. Cheers. It's really sweet tasting and pretty sour tasting. There's a strange it tastes like an original energy drink flavour, as we expected. There's a strange taste I can't quite put my finger on. It's a little bit of a medicinal taste, like the mouthwash you get at the dentist, or that there's one of the chewing gums that tastes like it as well. It's a medicinal sort of herbal taste. Not like Dettol, not like an antiseptic disinfectant sort of a taste. But it's interesting. I don't know if it's interesting enough to be particularly compelling. Yeah, I didn't think this would be an especially compelling video, so I thought I'd just show this off as well. People have said they like me talking about random things, and I don't usually, obviously, plan to get sidetracked, but today I did. This is an Orc Stomper for Warhammer 40,000, or it will be. I've finished gluing it together as much as I'm going to before it gets painted. It's the head I don't want to glue on because I want to be able to paint underneath it and paint behind it. And the feet, if I glue them on, I won't have space to paint underneath and to paint the tops of the feet. And the same with the arms, there's detail under the arms here. So this is it's the biggest model I've ever put together by far. It's quite a fun model to build. It was also quite frustrating. The instructions aren't very clear at all. There's parts of the model that are very detailed, and then parts of the model that do look a bit dated. I think it's quite an old sculpt. There are parts that look a bit dated, and the main big body panels don't fit together so neatly. But because, I mean, if you're not into Warhammer at all, you can probably tell that looks really scruffy. But the deal with the Orcs is that they are kind of scruffy, and they don't have technology in the traditional sense. They just scavenge for things and then put them together, and it's literally that they end up working through some sort of warp magic that they don't know. It's like a magical power they don't even know that they possess. So they don't realise that the things are working by magic. They think they're just engineering these scrap bits into things. But yeah, they're pretty interesting, pretty funny. Yeah, that's what I'm working on. That's going to keep me busy for a long time, because that's going to be a lot of painting in that. I think for what it costs, I think it's good value compared to. Objectively, it's not good value because it's a lot of money for a bit of plastic, but compared to other game pieces and other models that Games Workshop sell, it's one of the best value models you can get in that regard, I think. But yeah, I said I'd mention that because that's on my desk still. I've not put it away yet, and it's called a Stomper with an A, and this Bomber or Bomber with an A reminded me of that. Because the other thing with the orcs is they're not clever, and they speak English, but they speak like a very colloquial sort of Cockney sort of English. So everything they don't pronounce H's and they don't pronounce ERs. They put an A on everything, and it's Z on everything instead of S's. Can be a bit annoying sometimes, but it's fun. It's just fun. But yeah, 59p. That medicinal taste isn't at the forefront enough for me to recommend you go out and try it based on that. If you like those sorts of tastes, I do. I enjoy root beer, chewing gum, those sorts of things. But it's very much at the back of the flavour profile, I would say. So it's not worth trying on that regard. It's got less caffeine than normal. I can't imagine many people who drink energy drinks or who want to drink energy drinks would say, oh, a 250ml can has too much caffeine in. So I don't know if it's something to do with the rules in Hungary. I don't know if they have different sugar and caffeine limits or something, but yeah, this isn't really filling much of a niche over here, I don't think. If you want less caffeine than an energy drink, maybe half as much Coca-Cola and Lucozade over here, you're going to find Coca-Cola, you can choose Diet Coke or Coke Zero or full sugar or cherry Coke. I think I'd rather drink any of them than this. Having said that, some of them might actually be more expensive. I think cherry Coke's going to be like 79p in a shop nowadays. But yeah, this one I'd recommend, as long as you know what to expect. It's nothing special, but it's 29p, and if it's in the fridge, that's cold one of these will be better than a warm Kong Strong from Lidl. So that's great. If you're getting it to take home, just get the Kong Strong from Lidl. Bomber, not sure. Not sure why you would want to drink that instead of just a regular energy drink or a can of Coke if you don't want all that caffeine. But yeah, thanks very much for joining us. We'll see you next time. Cheers.